discuss for you people. Sir, what is abstract? What is the meaning of abstract method? So first thing, abstract modifier applicable. Abstract modifier applicable for methods and classes, for methods and classes, but not for variables. We covered already this point, sir. Next, abstract method means only okay, declaration but not implementation. Only declaration but not implementation. Who is responsible to provide implementation? Who is the responsible to provide implementation for abstract method? Okay, child classes are responsible to provide implementation, right? Child classes are responsible. Okay, like next, what is abstract class? What is abstract class? Abstract class means, do you know the class which is partially implemented class? Partially implemented class. Partially implemented class is called abstract class. Okay, so for abstract classes, object instantiation or otherwise object creation is not possible. Object creation is not possible. Okay, don't the class for which we can't create object is called abstract class? No, that is not abstract class definition, man. So Swarup, better to use this type of thing. Partially implemented class is called abstract class. Next, for abstract classes, it is not possible. It is not possible for abstract classes. It is not possible to work for object creation. We can't create object. Remember, right? Okay, abstract creation is object creation is not possible for abstract classes. Okay, because it is a partially implemented class. It is a partially implemented class. Okay, partially implemented class means so full implementation is not there. That's why object creation is not at all possible. Okay, like so you should aware about this point, sir. Next, what is the next thing? What you have to aware? What the next one you should aware? Sir, abstract method and abstract class. What is the difference between these things, right? You should have clear clarity. Sir, this is the point where we stopped in the last sessions. Have you remembered, right? Abstract class versus abstract method. Okay. So if a class contains at least one abstract method, compulsory we should declare the class as abstract. Otherwise, we will get the error. Because if a class contains at least one abstract method, then the implementation is not complete. It is a partially implemented class. Partially implemented class, hence we should declare the class as abstract. Remember, right? Of course, for abstract classes, instantiation is not possible. Yeah. Okay. Is so what an abstract class can contain zero number of abstract methods also. Okay, an abstract class can contain zero number of abstract methods also. Best example, HTTP Servlet. Next time after that, you people may aware adapter classes. Do you know adapter classes are also best example? So abstract class doesn't contain any abstract method. An abstract class can contain zero number of abstract methods also. There is no problem at all. Sir, can you please confirm? Everyone in the position to understand this one? Respond, friends. HTTP Servlet, adapter classes. What the reason for that? What the reason for that? How many of you aware HTTP Servlet? Not possible is called abstract class. What the mistake? Swarup, generally for abstract classes, object creation is not possible. That is one conclusion. So generally, abstract class means partially implemented class is the more meaningful statement than object creation. Okay, even you are telling interview person may accept that, don't worry, because it's also fact. For abstract classes, we can create an object. Okay, like now here just observe that. Do you have idea about HTTP Servlet? Anyone? So sir, we are not having any idea. HTTP Servlet. Okay, so what may be the reason? Just a matter of 1 minute, I will explain so that you may get much clarity about this one. Do you know, sir, here I want to create my own servlet. Anyone, can you please tell, if you want to create our own sublet, there are multiple ways are there to create our own sublet, sir. One way is public class, okay, my own sublet, public class, my own sublet. Sir, here you have to take, sir, implements a sublet interface. Implements a sublet interface is the first one. Okay. Next, the public class, my own sublet extends generic sublet is the second way. Okay, almost 2 years before I discussed all these things. But anyway, I didn't remember also. Extends HTTP sublet. Extends HTTP sublet. So these are three ways are there, okay, to create HTTP, to create, these are the three ways what we have, okay, to define a sublet. Now, among all these things, most commonly used approach is always implements, extends HTTP sublet is the most commonly used approach. Generally, we are always going to develop HTTP based sublets, so that's why we have to go for, we require to go for this one, sir. Next, here this is the first point. Of course, any doubt up to this? Any doubt up to this one? Up to this, I don't think there's no doubt at all. Okay. Now my question is, take a bit very special care about this one. Now, why HTTP sublet? Sorry. Here HTTP sublet doesn't contain, HTTP sublet doesn't contain any abstract method, but still it is declared as the abstract. What is the reason for that? Just theoretically, I want to provide. Sir, it is abstracted class. It is abstracted class. My own sublet, okay, my own sublet. This is sir, assume concrete class like. Okay. Now my question here is, sir, even HTTP sublet doesn't contain any abstract method. Still it is declared as the abstract. What is the reason for that, right? Suppose best example, sir. Usually, of course, generic sublet is also abstract. If the parent is abstract, compulsory child should be abstract. No such type of rule, Bhaskar. Parent class is abstract, that's why child class should be abstract. No such type of rule. That is not the reason, because parent generic sublet is the abstract class, that's why HTTP sublet is the abstract class. No, it's not the meaningful statement. Now my question here is, observe that most of the times in our sublet, which methods we can implement, most of the times in our sublet, which methods we can implement, sir? Do you know? We can go for either do get or do post. Correct, right? We can go for either do get method or do post method. Complete signatures I'm not taking. Don't worry, sir. You can understand these words. Okay, either do get or do post methods we can we can take. Now my question here is, okay, most of the times we can go for these two methods, do get or do post. Okay, like that. Now my question is, suppose I'm sending get request. Suppose I'm sending get request, sir. If I send a get request, my web container is always going to execute which method, sir? Do get method. If I send a post request, my web container is always going to execute do post method. Do post method, we know, sir, based on your request, it will execute either do get or do post methods like this. Now my question is very interesting point. Observe that I'm sending get request. But my sublet class doesn't contain do get method. Now observe. Now, sir, we are sending get request. We are sending get request. But our sublet, our sublet class doesn't contain. We are sending get request, but our sublet class doesn't contain. Okay, do get method. Only do get method. Only do post method is available. Only do post method is available. No service method. Usually service method is not recommended to implement in HTTP based sublets. Either do get or do post is the most common way, sir. Now my question is, okay, so we are sending get request, but our sublet class doesn't contain do get method. Only do post method is available. What will happen? This is my doubt. what will happen? If you understand this one, what will happen? If you understand this one, then nothing is there. Then nothing is there. Okay, just internal reason. You can understand very easily, sir. What will happen in this case? Can you please tell? Anyone? The people who told yes, we know servlets. Can you please guess what will happen? We are sending get request, but our servlet doesn't contain do get method and only do post method is available. What will happen? Yes, friends. Yes, somewhere. Can you please confirm what will happen? Yes, this is one of very important point. You people should aware clearly. So we are sending get request, but our servlet class doesn't contain do get method. Our servlet class doesn't contain do get method. Only do post method is available. What will happen? So the most beautiful point. Remember this one. So web container required do get method. If the child class doesn't contain do get method, then parent class do get method will be executed. Which is the parent class do get method? HTTP servlet do get method. 1 minute. Okay, so we are sending get request, but our servlet class doesn't contain do get method. Only do post method is available. Can you please tell what will happen, sir? So if our servlet class doesn't contain do get method, then parent class do get method will be executed. So HTTP servlet do get method will be executed. So HTTP servlet do get method, how it is implemented? HTTP servlet do get method, how it is implemented, right? You should servlet do get method will be executed. How it is implemented, sir? Just we will get the error message. Just we will get error message. Remember this one, sir. Just we will get error message. Who is responsible to display this error message? Do get the method present in HTTP servlet. Do get method present in HTTP servlet is responsible to get method present inside HTTP servlet is responsible to provide error message. So very simple. Maybe 404 status code saying 404 or 401 status code saying do get method is not supported by this URL. Do get method get request is not supported by not supported by this URL. Okay, this a type of thing by default we are going to get, sir. Do get method to get request is not supported by this URL. This a type of response we are going to get. Remember it. Okay, now it is a clear indication that do get method, do post method, do put method, like most of methods present inside HTTP servlet class, just implemented only to send error messages. Okay, only to send error messages, only to send error messages. Okay, most of the methods are implemented. Okay, most of the methods are most of the methods implemented only to send error messages. Now these methods having some implementation but not complete useful information to the end user. End user is always expecting proper response but not error response. Regarding that, end user is always expecting proper response but not error response. Remember this a bit very carefully about this one, sir. That's why what will happen in this case? Is we are getting error message. That's why. So the methods having implementation The methods having implementation but not a proper implementation. That's why I can use the word it is a partially implemented class. Now if I create an object of HTTP servlet, assume if I create an object of HTTP servlet, if I call doGet method directly, what response we are going to get? Error response we are going to get. With error response, what end user can do? Nothing. He can't do anything, sir. That's why even though methods having implementation, but still, do you know? So not the proper implementation. That's why I can use the word it is partially implemented class. That's why HTTP servlet declared as abstract. How beautiful these points are. How many people understand this one? Yes. Are you in the position to understand? Implementation is there, but not the proper implementation. Remember this one, just to share error messages only, implementation is there. Just to share error messages, how I can use the word it is a complete end user required implementation. That's why partial implementation only. Partial implementation means we require to declare this class abstract, so that we can prevent object creation. No one is allowed to call doGet method on this object because object creation is not possible. Yes, friends, because this is one of the bigger doubts. An abstract class contains zero number of abstract methods. Theoretically okay, sir. Theoretically okay. But the problem here is why it is declared as the abstract. Okay, there is no direct use of these methods. In the worst case, if the child class doesn't contain, then only there is a work with these methods, but these methods implemented just to share error messages. So client end user won't do anything with these error messages. Any doubt? Okay, so if you want to provide proper implementation for these methods, we have to override in our child class. Regarding our class contain proper end user required response. If these things are going to proper implementation to provide end user required response. Have you remembered? So we require to override doGet method in our class to provide proper required response to the end user. Okay, like regarding Neha. So when HTTP servlet doGet method we are using, if our servlet class doesn't contain doGet method, then just to share error information only, that the parent class dummy method internally used by web container. Neha. Regarding, so then automatically parent class method is what? Dummy method. Parent class method is the dummy method, not proper implementation. That's why parent class declared as the abstract. Friends, everyone in this session understand this point? Because it's not core Java, it is related to servlets. Okay. Most of the people doesn't aware this internal reason. Okay, now I hope you aware. Now you aware what is the reason for that. Next, one more example I will tell for you, sir, where you have this type of requirement. Okay, this point is we are highlighting. So an abstract class can contain zero number of abstract methods also. So without having any abstract method, what is the need of declaring class as abstract? That is for most of the people's doubt. Yes, best example HTTP servlet. Next, one more example I will suggest for you people. One more example. That example is the adapter class. Okay, very simple, sir. Assume that I have interface there. I have interface there. Now my requirement is void m1, so m2, m3, like assume that void m1, m2, m3. Okay, like do you know 1000 methods are there, sir? Okay, assume that 1000 methods are there. 1000 methods are there, sir. Now my requirement is I want to implement this interrupt, but my requirement, I am very much interested to provide implementation for V3 method. Okay, class test1, implements, class test1 implements. Okay, interrupt, class test1 implements interrupt. So I want to provide implementation for M3 method. Assume that I'm very much interested. Okay, my required implementation I did, sir. Okay, so almost 1000 lines I provided because that's my required implementation. 1000 lines I provided. Now my question is, take very special care about this one. Okay, so if we implemented only M3, but the remaining 999 methods I didn't implement, then what we have to take? We should declare this class as abstract, or otherwise for the remaining methods, we have to provide dummy implementation. For the remaining methods, we have to provide dummy implementation, right? Okay, so the dummy implementation we require to take. Do you know here, if you are not providing dummy implementation, then what will happen is you should declare class as abstract. Then we can't create object and we can't call this M3 method. So what I have to take care, what I require to do, compulsory dummy implementation at least I have to provide. Assume my required implementation is 100 lines, but a dummy implementation is what, 1000 lines. So it is the best. To handle such type of requirement, what I will take is, I will take one adapter class. Okay, class adapter, any name you can use, need not be adapter, sir. Okay, but the concept is called adapter. Implements interrupt. Now I'm taking, let me provide implementation for all 1000 methods, just a empty implementation. Boss, I'm not doing anything, just a empty implementation I'm providing, sir. For how many methods I'm providing empty implementation? For 1000 methods I'm providing empty implementation. Okay, beautiful concept. 1000 methods I provided empty implementation. Okay, like sir, now if any person created an object of this class and call any of these methods, what is the output is going to get? If any person creating an object for this class and then calling any of these methods, what is the output is going to get? Nothing, because all these methods are implemented empty, nothing. So then it is not fully implemented. It is just for coding sake I implemented, but it's not fully implemented. What I have to take? Abstract. Let me take as abstract. So it is an abstract class, but it doesn't contain any abstract method. Just a dummy empty implementation is there for every method. Then immediately you ask, sir, what is the use of such type of abstract class? Very simple, sir. If you want to implement the interface, don't implement interface in one words. Better to extends adapter class. Now observe test1. Here see this one. Test1 is the child class of adapter class. Next, adapter class is the implementation of interrupt. So now test1 is the child class of adapter. Adapter implements interrupt indirectly. Test1 implements interrupt only. So our purpose implements interrupt, extends adapter, both the things are same. But instead of implementing interrupt, if I extend adapter, what is the biggest advantage we are going to get is, so just the required method you can provide implementation. Only required method. Sir, what about remaining method? All the remaining methods will come from the parent. We are not required to provide implementation for the remaining methods. Yes, friends. Now my life will become very easy or not? Whenever you require to implement interrupt, don't implement interrupt. Just extend this adapter and provide implementation only for required method. Okay. What about remaining method? The remaining methods will be inherited from parent to child. Yes, friends, this adapter class is useful or not? Yes, useful. Suppose tomorrow, sir, I want to implement interrupt, but my requirement is I want to provide implementation for only M7 method. Oh, this is your requirement. Better to take a class demo. So don't implement interrupt. Better to go for extends adapter. Then you require to provide implementation for only M7 method. only M7 method? Yes, provide implementation up to that. Don't worry about remaining method. The remaining methods my adapter class is going to take care. Yeah, how beautiful this concept. Regarding so, our life will become very simple because of this adapter. Are you in the position to understand, right? So how many adapter classes, how many times we require to write adapter class? Only once, but how many times we can use this adapter class? Multiple times. Every time you require to provide implementation only for required method, you are not required to worry about remaining methods. That is the biggest advantage what we are going to get. So by seeing HTTP servlet under this concept, everyone in the position to understand what is the need of abstract class without any abstract methods. Getting? So now I hope you are getting clarity. The word abstract because of partial implementation, not because of not to create object. Getting the point? Now if you are seeing the scenarios, so because implementation is not complete, partial implementation. Clear? Okay. Usually, if implementation class only one is there, then there is no use. But usually for the interfaces, a single interface can be implemented by multiple classes. For all those implementation classes, it is going to be helpful. If you have only one implementation class, it is the best. Yes, Bhaskar, correct. Here, just Bhaskar is sharing, of course. Yes, HTTP servlet API.jar. From there, you extracted this class, right? Yes. Okay. So that's all. Of course, internal implementation. Just to share. Yeah, that's all. This is what you people should aware clearly, right? Okay, these are so HTTP adapter class. Next at the same time, adapter class. Next at the same time, HTTP servlet are best examples. Even though our class doesn't contain any abstract method, still it is declared as abstract. Okay. Can I go for next level? Okay, this is one small point, sir. So very important, very important things you should aware clearly, right? Okay. Now here maybe a chance to ask some theoretical question. Which of the following is true? Which of the following are true? Are true, like sir. First one. An abstract class should contains at least one abstract method. An abstract class should contain at least one abstract method. Should contain at least one abstract method. Abstract method. Next, second one, an abstract class, okay, contain both abstract and concrete methods. Abstract and concrete methods. Okay, an abstract class can contain zero number of abstract methods. An abstract class can contains zero number of abstract methods. Zero number of abstract methods. Okay, a zero number of abstract methods. Next up, if every method is abstract, if every method present inside a class, is abstract, then only we should declare then only if every method present inside class is abstract, then only we should declare class as abstract. class as abstract like next and after that here if a class contains at least one abstract method, if a class contains at least one abstract method, at least one abstract method, then we should declare class as abstract, okay, like all nonsense I kept as the options. Then can you please tell what is the answer we are going to get in this case, friends? Anyone can you please tell what the answer? An abstract class should contain at least one abstract method. Wrong. An abstract class contains both abstract, an abstract class can contain, okay, an abstract class can contain both abstract and concrete methods. Yes, B is the correct answer. Next and after that, an abstract class can contain an abstract class can contain zero number of abstract methods. Yes, it is also valid. Next, if every method present inside a class is abstract, then only we should declare class as abstract. Wrong. If a class contain at least one abstract method, then we should declare class as abstract. Okay, like that. So B, C, E. E is also correct answer. Can you please scratch it? If a class contains at least one abstract method, then we should declare class as abstract. Yeah, friends. Is it clear for all of you, right? So just what is the link between abstract method and abstract class? You should have clear clarity, sir. Now, sir, there are some coding snippets I want to explain so that you may get much clarity about these statements, right? Okay. What my requirement is? Now observe very carefully, sir. Sir, I'm trying to take I'm trying to take, because this one is a very important, sir. Okay, just I'm trying to take class parent, that's all. Now public void m1 like this I'm taking, sir. That's all. Class parent public void m1. If it has zero abstract method, then also we say it is an abstract class. Yes, Neha, if the class is declared as abstract, whether it contains abstract methods or not, it is always abstract class only. History Servlet is an abstract class, but it contains zero number of abstract methods. Okay, now here just anyway sake, let me add one more option. Okay, here just I'm taking if abstract class contains at least one abstract method, then only instantiation is not possible. Then only instantiation is not possible. Okay, for abstract classes, instantiation is not possible. Whether it contains abstract method or not. Whether it contains abstract methods or not. Yeah, two more options I added. Can you please confirm among these which is valid? If abstract class contains at least one abstract method, then only instantiation is not possible. Instantiation means object creation, friends. Sir, next, if for abstract classes instantiation is not possible, whether it contains abstract methods or not. Which one is the correct answer among last two options? F, G. Which one is the correct answer? So is my narration is the correct or not? Can you please cross check? You respond. No response. I'm not seeing any response. Good. So which one is the correct? B, F and G. Yes, friends. Swarup, are you there? Can you please tell among these two things which is the correct? Nalteja. Yes, both are true, Bhaskar. Why, man? Neha, if abstract class contains at least one abstract method, then only instantiation is not possible. Sir, means if abstract class doesn't contain any abstract method, then we can create an object. Yes. So I hope in this statement, my intention, I want to make this statement as a false. Is there any wrong? If abstract class contains at least one abstract method, if the abstract class contain at least one abstract method, then only instantiation is not possible. So for abstract class, instantiation is not possible, whether it contains abstract methods or not. So here G only, F is the wrong. Yes, F is the wrong. What my intention? maybe my interpretation is not good, or otherwise your understanding is not good. I don't know. Sir, here observe this point also clearly. Uh, whether whether abstract class contain abstract methods or not, whether abstract class contain abstract methods or not, instantiation is not possible for abstract classes. Okay, for abstract classes, instantiation is not possible whether it contains abstract methods or not. Okay, it's a perfectly correct, no doubt at all about G. Correct, right? Okay. Now, if abstract class contains at least one abstract method, then only instantiation is not possible. Okay, like, sir, I have an abstract class is there, but it doesn't contain any abstract method. Sir, only one method is there. Only one method is there. Okay, it is the concrete method only. Concrete method means the method which has implementation. Now, can I create object for this class? Tester T is equal to new tester. Can I create object for this class? Can you please confirm? Possible or not possible? Bhaskar, can I create an object for this class? No, because whether the class contain abstract method or not, if the class is abstract, then instantiation is not possible. Now observe this line a bit carefully. If abstract class contains at least one abstract method, then only instantiation is not possible. Means if the abstract class doesn't contain any abstract method, then instantiation is possible. That's my intention. Are you getting the point? If the abstract class contains at least one abstract method, then only instantiation is not possible. So means that is okay, if class doesn't, if abstract class doesn't contain any abstract method, then instantiation is possible. This is my point, sir. Okay, now observe this. If abstract class contains at least one abstract method, then only instantiation is possible. Or if abstract class doesn't contain any abstract method, then instantiation is possible. Okay, now instead of this, now I'm taking this one. Maybe you people can understand. Okay, my intention is this one. If the abstract class doesn't contain any abstract method, then instantiation is possible. Can you please tell, is it valid or invalid? Please confirm, is it valid or invalid? This one is the invalid. Okay, like, so maybe my interpretation may be wrong, it seems. Okay, now I'm replacing this one with this. Can you please cross check? If abstract class doesn't contain any abstract method, then instantiation is possible for that class. Okay, for abstract classes, instantiation is not possible whether it contains, irrespective of whether it contains abstract methods or not. So that's all this is. Now terminology the very clear, not required to keep any explanation. Everyone in the position to understand why F is invalid and G is valid. Clear, right? Can I go for the next one? Yeah. Now take very special care. Small coding snippets I'm taking, sir. Consider the following. Can you please tell? In this case, what will happen? If the code is going to compile or not? Class parent public void m1. Is it going to compile or not? Are they respond clearly? Is it going to compile or not? Yes, no. No. What the reason for that? What the reason for that? The reason is so for any method, if you are not providing implementation, then compulsory we should declare that method as abstract. Remember this one. Remember this. So for any method, if we don't want to provide implementation, or if we are not providing implementation, then we should declare that method as abstract. Otherwise, compile time method you are going to get, sir. Now let me cross check. Let me cross check here. So this is what I'm trying to take here. Beautiful concept. Now listen this a bit carefully. I'm taking, sir, parent.java. Just observe a bit very carefully about this one. Public class parent public void m1 like. So now let me compile this code. I want to compile this code here. Just observe that. Just here I'm taking java c parent.java, java like this. I'm taking java c parent.java. Okay, error missing method body are declared abstract. Are you getting that? Error missing method body are declared abstract. This is the compile method we are going to get. Sir, any explanation is required? Can you please tell? Are you getting right? For any method, if you are not providing implementation, compulsory we should declare that method as abstract. Remember a bit very carefully, sir. Next thing I'm taking is one. Sir, here public abstract void m1. Public abstract void m1 like this I'm taking, sir. Public abstract void m1. Can you please tell, sir, this coding snippet, okay, why this one is invalid? Okay, invalid. Anyone, can you please tell the reason why this coding snippet is invalid? So why this one is the invalid? Because you are declaring certain method as abstract. For abstract methods, okay, we can't provide implementation. Remember this one, sir. For abstract methods, okay, can't contain body. So that is the problem, right? Okay. Now what is the problem is, if a method declared as abstract, if a method declared as abstract, then we can't provide, we can't define body, so body, hence abstract method declaration should ends with semicolon. Okay, remember this one, sir. Semicolon compulsory, right? So that is the problem. What we are going to get the compile time error. Okay, now observe this one. Let me save this code. Here. Have a look once, sir. Okay, just okay. Here, forget about the class. The problem here is abstract methods cannot have a body. Are you getting? Abstract methods cannot have a body. This is the error by default we are going to get. Abstract methods cannot have a body. Like this is the error we are going to get, sir. Okay. Now have a look once. Abstract methods can't have a body. This is the problem. Any doubt about this? I respond. Can you please confirm? Okay, well, excellent. Now my question is just Now my question is, yeah, here just I'm trying to take class parent, public abstract void m1. Okay, like this I'm taking, sir. Can you please tell now the code is going to compile or not? Now the code is going to compile or not? Yes, observe carefully, right? Okay, now the code is going to compile or not? Yeah, take very special care. Take very special care about this one. Take a bit very special care about this. So it is also invalid. It's also invalid, sir. Yes, it is also invalid. Invalid. What is the reason? What is the reason for that? Is if a class contains at least one abstract method. If a class contains at least one abstract method, at least one abstract method, then compulsory you should declare the class as abstract. If a class contains at least one abstract method, abstract method, then it should be declared as, if a class contains at least one abstract method, then it should be declared as, can you please confirm, sir? Then it should be declared as abstract. Then if a class contains at least one abstract method, then the class should be declared as, abstract. Remember it. Okay, so now take very special care about this one. So is it valid or is it invalid? Take very special care. It is invalid. What compile method we are going to get, sir? Now let me execute this one. Let me execute this. Now observe that carefully. Now, sir, here just observe parent is not abstract and does not override abstract method m1 in parent. Okay, means what this compile method is telling is parent is not abstract and does not override abstract method m1 in parent. Means this class is not abstract, and you didn't provide implementation for m1. It is telling like that. Regarding, we didn't provide implementation for m1 like it is telling. Okay, this is my next case. Okay, if I can take the class as abstract, now the problem will be solved or not? Can you please confirm? Now the problem will be solved or not? If I declare class as abstract, yes, 100% pakka this is the valid, sir. Now observe small coding things. Yes, this one is absolutely correct. Okay, now I'm trying to take, just observe that. Now I'm trying to take, okay, sir, here I'm taking public abstract void m1, public abstract void m2 like this I'm taking, sir. Abstract class parent, public abstract void m1, public abstract void m2 like this I'm taking, sir. Now my question is, sir, I'm trying abstract class parent, public abstract void m1, public abstract void m2. Now I'm trying to take, okay, class child, extends parent. Now public void m1 I'm taking, sir. Public void m1. Can you please tell, is this code is valid or not? Can you please confirm? Is this code is valid or not? Okay, 100% pakka. This is invalid code. Invalid. What the reason is? Array, you are telling that. Array, you are telling that. So class child extends parent. Okay, class child extends parent. So you are telling for each and every abstract method, I will provide implementation. But you provided implementation only for m1, but you didn't provide implementation for m2. Then how you can solve this problem? Declare child class as abstract, or otherwise provide implementation for m2. You have two choices are there. Okay, make the class as abstract, or provide implementation as m2. Okay, like that. Now have a look once about this terminology also. So it is a valid, sir. So this one it's a valid. Okay, valid. Now here just observe carefully. Sir, this is why. So if we extend 1 minute, child class is responsible to provide implementation for every parent class abstract method, for every parent class abstract method. if a child unable to provide implementation for at least one abstract method, then the child class should be declared as abstract. Remember this one. If a child class unable to provide implementation for at least one abstract method, of parent class, then the child class should be child class should be declared as child class should be declared as abstract. Then the child class should be declared as abstract. Remember this one, sir. So then child class. In this case, next level child class is the responsible to provide implementation. In this case, next level child class is responsible. Next level child class is responsible to provide implementation. Next level child class is responsible to provide implementation. Everyone in the position to understand, right? Yes, friends. Okay, child class is responsible to provide implementation for every parent class abstract method. If the child class doesn't, so now observe the problem here is yes. Okay, now have a look once, sir. Yes, invalid child is not abstract and does not override abstract method M2 in parent. This is the comparative method we are going to get for this problem, right? But the reason you know. Okay. Now I'm trying to take here, just observe this one. Observe this. Sir, I'm just declaring this one as abstract. Now class subtest I'm taking, class subchild I'm taking, class subchain extends a child, class subchain extends a child I'm taking, public void M2 method I'm taking. Can you please confirm, is it valid or not? Is it valid or not? Public void M2, is it valid or not? Yes, why not? Perfectly, it is valid, no problem at all, because we are providing the missing method M2 implementation, right? Okay, so just aware this type of terminology, coding, how the compiler is going to behave in the case of abstract. Mahalakshmi, so whatever, are you getting this point right? Other than this, whatever, if you have anything in your mind, it's wrong by default. Okay, simple conclusion. Okay, are you getting these things clearly? Abstract child class extends parent abstract class should give implementation for one or more abstract method. Correct. The thing is, if the child class is abstract, if the child is abstract, then it is the responsible to provide implementation. So for one or more abstract methods, but not every abstract method. Getting Mahalakshmi? Just only interpretation is the different. Respond. Ayo. Okay, so that's how this is another very important conclusion what you people should be aware about abstract, sir. Next, sir, this is the next level, a bit very dangerous thing I want to discuss for you people. Take very special care, sir. Final versus abstract. Final versus abstract. Final versus abstract. Okay. So first point, we can't declare abstract method at the final. Correct, right? We can't declare abstract method as final or final method as abstract. For abstract method, for abstract methods, abstract methods. We should override abstract methods. We should override abstract methods in child classes to provide implementation. We should override abstract methods in child classes to provide implementation. We should override abstract methods in child classes to provide implementation. But we can't override final methods. Hence, final and abstract is illegal combination for methods. Yes, friends, can you please confirm? Is it correct or not? Okay, so we should override abstract methods in child classes to provide implementation. Okay, like, but we can't override final methods. Hence, final and abstract is illegal combination. Okay, like you should aware this one, sir. Okay, first one. Any doubt about this? Can you please confirm? Yes, friends. Any doubt about this terminology? Everyone in the position to understand this one? Yes. Okay. Well, now the second conclusion what I have to take care. Now take very special care about this one. What is the second conclusion is? So for abstract classes, we should compulsory create child classes to provide implementation. For abstract classes, we should provide implementation in the child classes. We should create child classes, okay, to provide implementation. But whereas for final classes, implementation is not possible. Whereas for final classes, implementation is not possible. Okay, for abstract classes, we should create child classes. For abstract class, we should create child class. To provide implementation. For abstract class, we should create child class to provide implementation. But for final classes, child class creation is not possible. Hence, abstract final is illegal combination for classes also. Okay, at class level also this combination is illegal. Any doubt? Yes, friends, are you in the position to understand? Okay, now the third. This is a very important, sir. Listen, this one. I remember one small what we have one small funny experience with me. Sir, usually I was almost few years before this was happened. Yes, original incident only, friends. It's not created story. Just after completing my first class in the evening, yes, I will go down because we were in the second floor. We are in the second floor. We will go down and we will go for a cup of tea, and then I will come to continue next class. This is usually my habit, sir. What happened is, I went down for the tea. Just while I was taking the tea, there are two persons are just standing beside me and they are talking. They are talking on their own general discussion they are doing. First person is telling to the second person, "Arey, Mama, today I went to the Java interview." Okay, senior citizens of Amirpet seems to be they claim 2+ or 3+ years of experience. First person is telling to the second person, "Mama, today I went to the Java interview." Every question is a tricky question he is asking. Like he asked every question is a very tricky question. Like he's telling, whenever Java interview, whenever I heard that, automatically my concentration is also towards what he's telling. Like just I'm listening silently just by standing beside. Then the first person is telling to his friend, "Mama, the question they asked is, inside a final class, abstract method is possible or not? Inside abstract class, final method is possible or not?" Mama, this is the question what entry person asked. Then immediately, "Arey, what answer you told?" Like his friend asked. Then immediately this person told, anything inside anything is always possible. Final class can contain abstract method, abstract class can contain final method. Anything inside anything is always possible. So I told her, that's correct. That is the correct answer. That is the correct answer. Yeah, maybe I may expect tomorrow HR interview. Like he's telling, he's telling about that. Then immediately I was there beside. Then I can correct. Array, that is not correct statement. Okay, you are telling some wrong statement like, but they are not my students. If I'm telling it's not correct, they may tell, oh, you don't know subject like. If they are telling to me, then I have to keep my face somewhere. Are you getting? That's why I was silent, and then I came to the class. This was happened. So means from this, what you have to get, sir, very important point. Inside a final class, is it possible to have abstract methods? Inside abstract class, is it possible to have final methods or not? This is what, remember this one, sir. So abstract class, here just observe this one. Abstract class can contain final methods. Is it correct or not? Abstract class can contain final methods. Yes, correct. What is the reason for that is, if the class is abstract, so I'm taking public final, void m1. Next, public abstract, void m2, like. So in the child class, you are responsible to provide, in the child class, you are responsible to provide implementation only for m2 method. In the child class, you are responsible to provide implementation for only m2 method, okay? But the m1 method, you can't override, you can use directly, no problem at all. So abstract class can contain final method, okay? No issue at all. So first one, 100% pakka, it is valid. 100% pakka, this one is the valid, sir. Okay, abstract class can contain final method. Can contain final method. In the child class, you won't override that method, you can use it as it is. Next, fourth one, sir. Sir, what about reverse case? Sir, this is final class. Final class contain abstract method or not? Final class contain abstract method or not? Yes, remember, final class contain abstract method or not? Yes or no? What the answer you can? Okay, the problem here is, if the final class contain abstract method, where we have to provide implementation for this abstract method? In the child class. But child class creation is not possible for final class. Okay, then you can't provide implementation. So that's fine. So one reason why abstract is not allowed inside final, this is one reason. Second reason is, if a class contain at least one abstract method, compulsory class should be declared as abstract. If I declare class as abstract, final abstract combination is illegal for methods. Final abstract combination is illegal for methods. That's why it is also invalid. Can you please confirm? Is it valid or invalid? This one is also invalid. Are you getting? So that's why. So final class can't contain. Final class can't contain. Final class can't contain abstract method. Okay, that's all. Any doubt about this one? By mistake, if you are taking abstract method inside final class, immediately compile time method you are going to get, friends. Remember this a bit carefully. Yeah, wonderful points, right? Final versus abstract. Final abstract method combination is illegal for methods, illegal for classes, illegal for methods, illegal for classes. Next, illegal for classes. Next, final class, abstract class can contain final method, but final class can't contain abstract method. Okay, that's all. So this is what you people should evade, sir. That's all. I'm stopping here. In the tomorrow we will meet for the continuation part. Yeah, friends, 1 minute. What about constructor inside abstract class? Some people are expect some in the YouTube, some video I did. I remember that. Yeah. Possible, no problem at all. Just a beautiful concept. There are some videos I did related to that. Just abstract the class and contain constructor line. Abstract the class interface loopholes. Interface and abstract the class loopholes. Yeah. Yeah, all these things are explained in these videos. What is the role of new keyword and constructor? Whenever we are creating child class object, whether parent class will be created or not. Whenever we are creating child class object, what is the need of executing parent class constructor? Anyway, we can't. Okay, better to have these things, friends. Almost this playlist contain how many videos are there in this playlist? Okay, 7 videos are there. If the time permits, just hardly matter of 1 hour or 2 hours. Okay, this playlist, very beautiful things. Just I explain. Bhaskar, just to go through these things. If you are getting anywhere doubt, please let me know. Beautiful things, all the things have you I explained very clearly, friends. Okay, here just observe that. Okay, new versus constructor, child object versus parent constructor, like next need of abstract class constructor, abstract class versus interface with respect to constructor. What is the difference like? Yeah, right, sir. Thanks for everyone. Tomorrow we will meet for the continuation part.